I truly do think that if you're mentally insane, mentally ill, whatever you identify with, you need to be doing art. You need to be opening up something and making a doodle of some type. Number one, I think it would be really cool to actually visualize what you are seeing so that it doesn't feel like you're actually insane. You can actually see the insanity. I don't know. I think that's kind of cool. And number two, it lets people know. Let people know. Screw people. I think doing it helps you, and it also helps you visualize, and it also helps you cope with it better. A lot of the art that I do comes from a place of like insanity. Comes from when I feel when I feel the most not clear, like my mind is just not clear at all. Like those things on Twitter where people just draw mental illnesses and it's like, this is what you look like if you have bipolar, this is what you look like if you like have IBS. It's vitally important that you do that you just continuously look at it. It's incredibly deep, and it also, you kind of can sit back and reflect. It's very good for reflecting. I think it's a very good mode of therapy as well. It's very helpful, and I think you also just make a lot of sick ass designs, because for me, I felt like my art did not have a meaning for a while, and I felt like it was just very much like just people pleasy art. It's like, this is what those will like, this is what gets the bitches. But like, at the end of the day, like, do you really even give a shit? Like, cause like, I'm kind of like twinning with bro. I will show on the screen right now, right here, a recording of me going through all of my art, from me trying to make it look better, and me kind of like slowly descending into more of a mentally challenging state of mind. Like, you can kind of tell it gets a little bit more scary looking, I guess, is the best way I can describe it. Right now, my mind is racing, and there's like a million thoughts that are happening at the same time, and it's very hard for me to articulate them. And I will start like five thoughts at the same time, but I only have one mouth. So it just sounds like a bunch of word vomit. And honestly, this is basically that personified. So, because it's been super difficult to communicate with a lot of people, um, the only thing that makes me feel more connected to myself is to draw. So I've been drawing a lot more. If you see me draw, it's probably because I am like, if you see me drawing a lot, like if I'm carrying a sketchbook around with me at all times and I'm drawing at every second of every day, it's because I'm heavily depending on that to survive, honestly. Like, just to put it like bluntly and simply as possible. Because of this, I think I've been really drawn to expressions. I've been drawn to the ways of communication that a person can like create without using words, because sometimes words are not enough, and a lot of the times words cannot explain exactly how you feel, because you can feel something so strongly, and especially in the English language specifically, you cannot those words just don't come up. Those words just are not, they do not do these feelings justice. It is a lot, and it's really exhausting, and it's really draining. A lot of my art reflects trichotillomania, and that's what this is, right? That's what like all the short hair at the front is. It's not bangs. I would really like to play it off as bangs, but this is a problem. This is anxiety personified. And a lot of my drawings encapsulate that. A lot of this is me basically explaining how it looks like. There's that bald spot, there's that pile of hair, there's it falling off. It's a struggle. It's a struggle. It's a struggle. Things have been feeling okay. But honestly, because the art that comes out of it is just so much more emotional, emotionally involved, I honestly make a lot of my best work when I am depressed as shit, when life feels like hell, when it feels so bad. It's not like I'm looking forward to when those moments happen, but it's like I'm at least getting something out of it no matter what. And I do feel like we need to utilize a lot of our pain. We need to utilize a lot of tricky situations and a lot of bad situations to make things that are, you know, that explain it at the very least. You don't even have to show it. I don't show this type of art online, on Instagram or anything like that. I don't show it to people. I really don't. It's not the side of me that I really like to share, but I feel like that's the art is showcasing your vulnerability, and it is very important that you are in tune with it. You don't have to share it, especially if you're not ready, but I feel like art in general, the more honest you are with it, the more rewarding it feels just for yourself. And if it can help other people, I mean, hey, that's my personal like that's my personal goal. If it can help me, that's amazing, and if it can help other people, then that's like the double whammy. I'm trying to get more into expressions, because I think the way that you can express your emotions, it can transcend any language. Body language, I think, is incredibly important, and I am slowly but surely learning. I love art. I love it, and I think the more raw it looks, the more I guess bad. Like the ununiform, I guess, is the better way to describe it. The more ununiform it looks and the more chaotic it looks, I think the more realistic and the more true to a person it is, and it just feels better. I think it's very important for you to pick up a pen whenever you feel bad emotions, even if it's about your art, even if you feel insecure about the way that you create. You just got to really push through and you got to muscle through it. And that's what I'm dealing with right now, and I'm dealing with that right now. I feel like if I'm going through it, especially holiday season, it's not really the best time for a lot of people. Cope, however, in whatever way you feel is necessary, and whatever helps you. And if you've never done art before, if you've never given it a try, I really do implore you. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm just messing with it now, but like, I really do implore you, do it for yourself. Okay, do it for yourself. Okay, goodbye. I look fucking nuts. Ugh. Okay, goodbye, guys.